Такой вам не секрет. Это, в принципе, источник любого роста.
This is a film about several simple rules. But as it's known, such simple things motivate something we don't understand. I'll talk about currency rate, and my aim is to show everyone how to make money on it and show the trading tactic. I've never seen the method of analysis used by me ever published, at least as a normal working model has to be, and if I'm not mistaken, I have a right to be the first to give the name to this method, and I wanna call it Plan B. As we know, every movement is followed by its correction, which becomes a new movement, strives to fulfill its own correction, and this cycle never ends. But for the euro-dollar currency pair, there is one more condition that became the base of the method. The correction will be 50% or more. For the euro-dollar currency pair, this condition works for any time period. Very often, the price doesn't stop on the middle, but if we know something for sure, we can make money on it. So I'll show you how to use it correctly. I want to point out one more time that the method works for any time period for the movements of any value, but it's very important to understand that if the movement changes minimum or maximum, the target point will also change. Now I'll show you what does it mean in practice and how to use it correctly. You see a randomly taken fragment of the graphic by the 7th July 2009. 5-minute candles. Let's present three levels of the price on this graph. Minimum, 50% and maximum. We put the calculated movement between minimum and maximum, and the 50% level will show us the price which will be touched by future correction. If maximum or minimum changes before the correction is fulfilled, the calculated mean also changes. You can use this method in any real trading terminal, choosing the Fibonacci tool. Just leave three levels, 0, 50 and 100%, and apply the tool. 0 to the minimum of the price, 100% to the maximum, and the 50% level will show us the target of the future correction, the target that will be reached by the price in any case. But in practice, always leave the infelicity 3-5%. Very often, the price changes above the previous local turning points. Well, it's like you're moving to another level, where small movements come the part of the bigger one, and the correction will be performed for this bigger movement. If my explanation isn't clear, just look what I'm doing. Anyway, try to do it yourself. Here is the whole method based on the only simple rule that the correction will inevitably be the correction for 50% or more. But as you might notice, the correctionless movements may last for 10, 100 or even 1000 points. And you'll ask, how can we know when did the correction start? The method how to know when, I leave to the data analysis. I don't want to tell all this useless analysis. I'll better tell you about two working trading tactics based just on the notion of the correction. Both tactics are unique and self-sufficient, but tend to complement each other with the characteristics that they lack of separately. It's very important if you don't have unlimited financial resources. But anyway, you must know what movements you are going to play on beforehand. You have to remember that the smaller the movement after which your first bargain was made, the more financial means you need to withstand the loan movements against you. For instance, here is a euro against the dollar. You can fix the movement from the previous correction as well as from the sum of several small movements. Now we make a bargain in the opposite direction because we know that the rate will make a correction to the middle. We can find the target point dividing the movement into halves, and the 50% level will show us where the final correction for the current movement fixes. After the first position is opened, everything else is clear beforehand. And if the price rises, the middle also changes. But it's okay, as far as our position is about the middle, because the correction to the middle will certainly be. If the price changes on, and the calculated middle becomes equal the price of our position, or comes closer to this value, we will open the new position, creating an average price for both of them. If the rate reaches this average price, the profit for the second will be equal to the profit for the first one. Let's call this point the break-even point. Now, this point doesn't coincide with the calculated middle. It means that we have a reason to wait for the correction again. If the price changed against us again, and the middle becomes equal to the break-even point again, we'll open the third, more volumetric position, and we'll open the fourth and the fifth if necessary. Well, here is the whole tactic, where the goal is clear, and we know what to do to reach this goal beforehand. The tactic is absolutely useless if you have enough funds in the account. But I know that digging a little, our wish to make it perfect comes stronger and stronger. You sleep less and nervous a lot.